Although not healed, we're healing. Physically, definitely, emotionally, mentally. That's still going to take some time.
Tonight, a look back and a look to the future as the community of Hesston continues healing 1 year after a wave of violence struck the town. Saturday marks 1 year since the tragedies in Harvey County.
A gunman randomly opened fire at those driving down the street before turning his violence on his own workplace, leaving 3 co-workers dead and 14 more injured at the Excel plant. Tonight,
KSN's Avery Anderson shows us how the community is continuing to heal. That's new at 6 tonight.
I sat down with Hesston Police Chief Doug Schrader and Mayor David Kaufman, who both say it is clear the community is still healing, but they remain focused on looking forward and sharing the lessons they've learned with others.
Harvey County 911.
Hi, somebody's firing a gun.
Okay, at Excel?
Yes.
In those moments,
How many shots were fired?
I just heard about 4, but there were repeated ones.
life changed for the people of Hesston. The small town of 3,800 was the center of an unthinkable tragedy. In the confusion and chaos that began late that afternoon, even those charged with leading the community found themselves lost.
I just didn't know what to do. I got a call from our city manager, and even then I wasn't sure what was my role as the mayor.
But in the coming hours and days, the people revealed the perfect response.
The outpouring of love from the social media sites and just in people in general. It's been amazing.
Hope and prayer would bring this community marked by its faith together. 1 year later, faith continuing to link those impacted by the tragedy. The community once again gathered to pray, remember, and heal.
My first thought was, I'm just thankful we have Doug Schrader here.
Gratitude from Mayor David Kaufman for the quick response of Police Chief Doug Schrader. The chief arrived on scene within minutes of when the shooting started, killing the suspect.
There's no doubt, yeah. Doug he really is a hero. I know we toss that word around a lot, but there were many heroes, but Doug is definitely the one.
It's a title Schrader didn't seek and doesn't want. He was nominated for several accolades and received the National Life Safety Award and the Hero of the Year Award from the Wichita Crime Commission last October. But he's quick to shine the spotlight on others.
I consider that a group award. It might be my name inscribed on it, but it has our city on it.
He calls the 100 first responders from around the state the real heroes.
Of the injured people, 11 critical. Every person that was transported, all 11 critical patients survived. Now that was nothing I did. That was law enforcement officers getting there, doing their job, getting the wounded into the proper care. And so this was a great big coordinated effort.
He says there's not a day that goes by that he and many others don't think about what happened on February 25th, 2016.
Although not healed, we're healing. Physically, definitely, emotionally, mentally. That's still going to take some time.
That healing process evident throughout the town. Signs of #HestonStrong still line the streets. One on the front door of the Hesston police station. As this community knows, healing is different for those who lost loved ones that day.
I can't imagine what they're feeling, and all I can do is let them know that we really are, our thoughts are still there, our prayers are there, and we haven't forgotten.
They take care of each other, and I think that's the true measure of a good community. Going above and beyond for each other, some of which, you know, neighbors and people they've never met.
And to think it could have been much worse. Schrader says he's thankful that just 2 weeks before, Hesston Police and the Harvey County Sheriff's Office had done national incident management training.
No community can be prepared for this, but we can be more prepared than we were last week.
And that's what he and other officials in Harvey County took away from this tragedy, the importance of educating the public that mass shootings can happen anywhere.
It doesn't just happen on the nightly news somewhere else that it's not going to affect them. That it very well could be their backyard.
Chief Schrader says he and other law enforcement officers are now stepping up efforts to educate schools, workplaces, and other communities on the reality of mass shootings and how critical it is to be prepared.
That's kind of the shocking reality that most people are having to live with. And hopefully we can pay those lessons forward and help other communities prepare.
This police chief and other city leaders say they don't want the town of Hesston to be defined by the shootings at Excel on that dark February day. Rather, they want Hesston to be known for its resilience.
Some people have asked if we were worried that we might be defined by those tragedies, and the people, as far as the people of Hesston are concerned, I know that's not the case.
10, 20 years from now, how I'd like this to be remembered is just how our community just pulled together and surrounded those victims with love and comfort, and we grew stronger from it.
Hesston officials say the town received an outpouring of donations. A $225,000 grant was formed last month in Harvey County to support victims and first responders affected by the shootings at Excel Industries. The grant goes to Safe Hope and provides funding for therapy services. Both Chief Schrader and Mayor Kaufman say the healing for those who were personally affected by this tragedy will take years. But they are happy that grants like Safe Hope will provide the help victims and first responders need to get back on their feet and continue normalcy. Avery Anderson, KSN News.